كلمتان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم سبحان الله وبحمده
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. I'm really sorry I couldn't start the live session on Thursday as it was supposed to, but Alhamdulillah I got the issues fixed, and Alhamdulillah here we are. So inshallah today we are going to start our session with a small recitation from the Quran, inshallah. As the Quran itself is our goal. Understanding the Quran is our goal of this course actually. The main goal is to understand the book of Allah, and wallahi it is a beautiful message. You know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes his book? Allahu nazzala ahsana al-hadith kitaban mutashabiha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is He who sent down the most beautiful message. Nazzala ahsan al-hadith, the best speech, the most beautiful message. Kitaban, as a book. And mutashabihan mathaniya taqsha'irru minhu juludu alladhina yakhshawna rabbahum. This book, it doesn't contradict with itself. Mutashabiha, it resembles, one part resembles the other. So we find, and it's oft repeated. We find ayahs that are whole 2 or 3 ayahs, the same ayahs even repeated. And what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say next? تَقْشَعِرُّ مِنْهُ جُلُودُ الَّذِينَ يَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ. Those who fear Allah, what happens to them? Their skin trembles. الَّذِينَ يَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ تَقْشَعِرُّ مِنْهُ جُلُودُ الَّذِينَ يَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ. Their skin trembles. Those who fear Allah, their skin trembles. And who fears Allah? إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاء. So we should educate ourselves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاء. Who fears Allah among His servants, among His slaves? The ones who have knowledge. So we need this knowledge, the knowledge of this Arabic language, in order to fear Allah, even in order to better understand the Quran, right? And تقشعر منه جلود الذين يخشون ربهم ثم تلين جلودهم وقلوبهم لذكر الله. Then their skin softens, their skin and their hearts, they soften to the dhikr of Allah. And this Quran, if we have that iman, if we have that iman, and when we listen and we understand the word of Allah, Allah, it will be the most beautiful message, the most beautiful thing we hear. So inshallah, let me try. I am not a good reciter, and maybe my tajweed is also not good. I am not trying to be humble, like I say, it's the honest truth, okay? But inshallah I will try to recite these verses that are in front of us, and maybe you can follow along with the translation, inshallah. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما والذين يقولون ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما إنها ساءت مستقرا ومقاما. So you can see the translation, right? It's beautiful, and it's gonna be more beautiful once we have that iman. We all lack, myself included, we all lack that iman. I mean, in order to tremble this skin and these hearts, we need to have that iman, and inshallah our goal is together to reach that. So maybe you have already read the translation, but the message from these ayahs is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing the slaves of Ar-Rahman. He calls himself Ar-Rahman, referring to his slaves, the servants of Ar-Rahman. So in Surah Al-Furqan, in this surah, there are many verses that are describing one after the other the qualities of a believer, the qualities of Ibadur Rahman. So we should try our best, inshallah, to follow these the guidance in this ayah and the guidance of the Quran as a whole, inshallah. So let's move to today's lesson. We are, I think, yeah, in the alphabet. Yes, I think we have already taken all the letters of the alphabet up to the letter ya, and also the hamza and the lam alif. If you guys remember, that is right. Yeah, we have already taken the hamza. All the letters of the alphabet. I mean, I know it's not an extensive study of the alphabet, but you should, inshallah, refresh your mind, refresh your memories. Maybe some of you need to do that, just that, and there are maybe some kids. So that's why let's, do this alphabet the right way. So we have taken up to the letter ya, and also I have explained to you the hamza and the lam alif, how the lam alif is formed, and it's called by that name, lam and an alif. It's a lam alif. Okay, and there are some other shapes also, including the hamzatul wasl. You should recognize that that isn't this shape. Okay, it's something like this on top of an alif. It's it's usually, it doesn't have its own sound, except when the word is alone. We'll go into that, the details later. So just let's go quickly through the alphabet once again. So alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dal, ra, zai, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, dha, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, noon, waw, ha, hamza, ya. Afternoon, in some writings they say afternoon ha, but it's no problem. Noon, ha, waw, ya, and hamza at the end, and alif lam after that. That's no problem. The order is not important here. So I also actually have got I think a detailed one for this, with shapes like for the kids, maybe. Yeah, this one. So in this one you can see there is the letter written, and there are some words with some pictures and the names of Allah at one side. So this is alif, ardun, ummatun, adabun, aminun, all of this, alif, ba. Let me just scroll through them, and you just try to read and recognize some of those words or letters, maybe, right? Ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dal, ra, zai, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, ba, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, noon, ha, wow, yeah. I did this because then you could pause the video afterwards, and if you want you can just refer to the letters and the words, right? Okay, so let's go back to the board. Today we are going to be learning about the vowels, I think. Yes, and also there is one more thing we have to do. We have to learn how to join these letters, right? I think I have already gone through most of the letters, how they are formed at the beginning, in the middle and at the end, how the shapes change, right? But inshallah we have a detailed and a thorough list of all of those shapes here in this book. But let's quickly go through the vowels. What is fatha, kasra and dhamma? So in this one also you can see what a dhamma is. A dhamma is written above a letter. Okay, a dhamma and a fatha comes always above a letter, and a kasra is usually, for the most part of it, as a general rule, written below the letter. It is always written below the letter, but sometimes you will have that shadda in some fonts or some writings. They will write a kasra below shadda. A shadda is always on top of a letter, right? But they bring this kasra under the shadda, which is still is on top of the letter. More on that later. Let me just find that qaida. Yeah, al-qaida an-nuraniya. Okay, so these are the letters and the names of the letters we have over there. These are the writings. Let's just skip through all of these. Yeah, here Hamza. We have here the short vowels. What are the short vowels? The short vowels in English, for example, let's say P U T. What's this word? Put, right? In Arabic, of course they don't have the letter P, okay? But if it was in Arabic, they would just write the P and the T, and they would put, instead of this U, a dhamma on P if there was a letter P. But they would like say this but, right? Because they don't have both of these letters, they would just say but, right? This is what the vowels are. So this U, A, E, I, O, U vowels, which you use to, jump between the consonants, right? Put. Those are represented by a special characters like this. U, which is always above a letter, and A, which also is above a letter, above the line, and A. So for example, if I write, maybe this is confusing, but just ignore that. If we have an alif here, okay, and let's say we have a ba and a tha, okay. Now if I put this dhamma on an alif, it is U. The same dhamma if I put on a ba, you guessed it right, it is bu. And on tha it is thu. Okay, so every letter would make that sound that with the short vowel dhamma. This is called ad-dhamma. Ad-dhamma. Okay, you could just write that in English as dhamma. Dhamma. This is dhamma. All of these are dhamma. You could put these dhamma on all the letters that we have already taken, from alif to ya. Okay, and it will sound like u, bu, tu, thu, ju. Okay, so that is dhamma. The other one is fatha. Okay, usually people do the fatha in the beginning, but let's just do this. So if I have the same alif, ba and tha, let's say tha, jim, any letter, okay, any number of letters. If I put the fatha on top of it, it becomes a. Okay, a. And this one is ba. So this one is ba. This one is tha. We don't have th, right? This one is tha. This one is ba, and this one is tha. A, ba, ta, tha, ja, ha, kha, all the way to the end. Okay, so whenever you see this shape, just a little dash on a diagonal, just a little diagonal dash on top of a letter, you should know that it's a short vowel, which is called fatha, which is called al-fatha. Okay, this is called al-fatha. 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 Fatha. Okay, now you can read it. Fatha. Hope you can read it. Fatha Dhamma. So this shape, uh, this shape is just a small wow. You know, you have already studied the letter wow, right? Wow is like this. So it's a little variation of the letter wow. Really easy to recognize. Sometimes written as this, sometimes written as this. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's just recognize it as a small wow, dhamma. And this one is just a diagonal dash, a little diagonal dash, that is fatha, which makes the sound a, ba, ta, tha. And this one would make bo, right? And tu. And if they have a thu, ju, hu, khu. So that's how you read the letters. So instead of vowels representing whole letters, just like in English, input, we don't have these letters, special letters to represent these harakat. These are called harakat. What are vowels called? Harakat. Okay, these are called harakat. Okay, vowels. And these vowels could be either short or long. Okay, like a, o, a, u, o, u, I, o, I, ba, right? Ba or ba, bu, bi, ta, something like that. Don't worry, we are just going to go through this slowly, inshallah. So that is, first one is dhamma with a word. Okay, the difficult word of the Arabic alphabet. Word, dhamma. That is dhamma. This is fatha. Dhamma, fatha. A dhamma makes the u sound. Bu, tu, su, ju. Okay, and a fatha makes a sound. A, ba, ta, tha, ja, ha. We can't say it is the same as the a vowel a, because in English the vowel a is used, I mean, sounds differently, right? For example, in cat, cat, right? And maybe in another word it is a, the same a, this sound, fatha sound. So this is dhamma and this is fatha. The next one is kasra. Oh, I'm using a really big font right here. Okay, the next one is kasra. Al kasra. Al kasra. Oh, you can see that. Al kasra. What is kasra? Kasra. Dhamma, fatha, kasra. Kasra is always on the bottom. Okay, so if you have a kasra, you would write it like this: I, B, T. Okay, the sometimes just like the same I sound as in English, the vowel I, E, right? For example, if you have P, I, N, pin, right? P, U, T, put. So this put has the dhamma sound, this pin has the kasra sound, but I can't say that a is not the fatha sound, right? Pun. Oh yes, they have it actually. P-U-N. P-U-N. The same U. I know it's confusing. Just leave it at the same U. The vowel same. The same vowel U could be a dhamma in English, or as well a fatha. For example, this U here is pan. If I write it here, pan, it's a fatha. But this one is both. Right? The same vowel in English has different sounds, but in Arabic that never happens. Okay, a vowel, a dhamma will always be a dhamma. If there is dhammatain, that's a different case, but we will go through that also. You just add the tanween noon sound at the end, and the fatha will always sound like a fatha. Ba, ta, tha. No matter which letter you put it on or which word you use, it's always the a, ba, ta sound. Okay, and the dhamma is always the u, bu, tu, thu, that sound. And the kasra is always I, bi, ti, thi, ji, hi, khi, that sound. Always that sound, not as in English. So you can see, I mean, learning the Arabic alphabet is much easier, and learning how to read the Arabic would be much easier, because you don't have to, I mean, make this sound differently, pronounce this put and this one as pun and not pun, or this one not as pat, right? So that's really confusing in the English language, but in Arabic it's really easy. Dhamma, fatha, dhamma, kasra. Okay, you could say it in any order, but usually they say, I think, for fatha in the beginning. Yes. So we have dhamma, dhamma, fatha, and kasra. I hope we are clear on this. These harakat, the short vowels. These are all short vowels. Al-harakat al-qasira, the short vowels. These are, all of these are al-harakat. And these harakat are what? Qasira, they are short. Al-harakat means these vowels. Okay, so that is dhamma, fatha, kasra. I hope you guys got this, inshallah. And like I said in the beginning, this is not an extensive study, but I just want to go through this stuff so that you will have an idea. Now let's go back to this board, and let's try if you can read this. So this is a, because it's on top. You should recognize easily. It's really easy. If there is a diagonal, small diagonal line you see on top of a letter a, no other sound, just that, a, ba, ta. So this is a, and this is fatha. Okay, a is fatha. This is I, kasra. Kasra will always be below. It's also a diagonal line, but kasra is always below the letter. The fatha will always be above the letter, as well as dhamma. U, a, I, u. Okay, ha, hi, hu, a, I, u. And you can read the rest. I hope you know. Let's take this one. This is actually a dotless ya. Okay, that letter, sometimes it could be an alif maqsura. So this is ba, di, do, la, li, lo, na, ni, no. Really easy, right? Just see, I recognize, I mean, find out where this little shape is on the diagonal line. If it is on top, a, ba, ta, ba, ra. If it's below, I, B, T. If it's on top, it's the diagonal line. If it's on top, it is a fatha. Below, a kasra. Okay, and this other one, the little wow shape, is dhamma. U, du, tu, nu, u. Right? We are not doing the qaida nuraniya, as I said, the whole qaida nuraniya, but let's just go through some of these. So this one is ta, ti, tu. Okay, sa, si, su, fa, fi, fu. And you will notice that when you make the u sound, just like that little wow on top of it, you have to, what do you do when you say the wow, letter wow? You make your mouth rounded, right? The same way when you say fu, it will be a little round shape. Zu, right? Zu, su, su, right? See the rounded shape while making this dhamma sound. Zu, su, bu, as opposed to fatha, ba. You open your mouth. Ba, ta, ta, ja, right? And when you say kasra, it's not, I mean, you won't open as much as you do for the fatha, like b, t, t. If you say ba, open. B, not so much. And bu, rounded. I hope you get the idea of making these sounds. The next one, I think I will stop at this. Inshallah, we will continue later. Inshallah, the next Thursday. according to schedule, inshallah, this Thursday. Yeah, I will inshallah try to do that. But the technical issue actually that happened the other day was I had a surprise flight, I would say. I mean, it was an unexpected flight I had to get ready to, but it was delayed. So I had to pack all of my stuff and the sound I mean the sound equipment, all of them were packed away, and when I tried to, I mean, take them out and do the setup, I couldn't do it. I mean, these things require a bit of adjustments, and I don't know today's sound. Does it sound, I mean, better today, or is it worse? I don't know that. I had to do this whole setup again. So once again, sorry about that, missing that lesson. Inshallah, I will try to make up for any lessons that are missed because of a trip or my travels or anything like that. Inshallah. So I am, like I said, willing to continue this as long as we can, and I hope you guys go through this Dhamma, Fatha and Kasra, these short vowels, and practice that for the next Thursday. And as usual, I will leave you guys with some video I took around Al-Madinatul Munawwara. So, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
حبيبتان إلى الرحمن خفيفتان على اللسان